This is the video review of Bandai's VB-6 Konig monster. VB stands for Variable Bomber. Kind of like VF, which stands for Variable Fighter for the Valkyrie figures. Except this is a lot bigger, a lot chunkier, and just overall much more dense and far more massive. This thing is super big and super heavy. It has a diecast and quite a bit of it, like in the legs on the inside here, diecast. This bit right here is diecast. I thought that might be diecast, it's not. These shoulder bits right here are diecast, and there's quite a bit of diecast inside. And one thing I love about this is just how many jets it has in the back. Boom, 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 and boom. Now to begin transforming this thing, it's actually pretty simple in execution. It just has quite a bit of detail to make sure everything looks right and goes where it needs to go. First thing you will do is you will press up on these panels here and here, and that will free up the legs like that. You see, it's a T section here, and it's cut here, so there's a wide part where it can go in and a thin part where it can lock in. And this part here, it's not obvious from the instructions or from other videos I've seen of this, but it is a panel that goes down to unlock that. And that panel needs to stay down so that the leg will have as much range of motion as possible. Pull the front of the wing forward. Everything on this figure is super tight. Yeah, now expose quite a bit of the jointing. This is probably going to be a long video, by the way. Damn you, why won't you work? There we go. Pull these down, and then bend the legs in. Take these, which will end up as kneecaps, rotate them up. They're kind of hard to depeg. Rotate them up, and if you'll notice, there's a little slot right here. They will tab into that for Gerwalk. Two, and very tight. And then easy in the middle. And then you'll just keep folding these up. And I'll give you like position I'll give you in for Gerwalk. Like that all the time. They don't really seem to want to lock in that, I find somewhat annoying. Let's see, that's matched up pretty well. Fold the feet all the way out. And we can start sanding this thing. Fold these up, get them out of the way. Pop these up. Split them apart, and the way you get these out is you rotate them forward. And the reason why is because the elbow and shoulder pieces here bump into this, and you have to rotate them over and out of the way. So rotate them like this. Now get it out of the way. The thing is huge guns. You do it easy. You fold a little clip in here. It's fairly hard to get out. Start folding this, and this will clip in right there. Ba-chunk. And next what we'll do is we'll take the nose, bend it down, and then the top of the nose will swing up to make that look a little bit better. Like that. And right now we have most of the Gerwalk mode. We just need to deal with the arms. Actually, I don't think I actually have the legs positioned exactly. No, that looks pretty even. Because of how hard the ratchets are, it's sometimes hard to tell if the legs are quite even. And especially since there are a lot of subtle joints to make this thing look like it. Oh. No wonder, there's a hidden joint inside of the ankles here that is easy to hit on accident. And if you do, it'll be like, why are the legs lining up right? The figure's not standing quite level. And that can be kind of annoying. can be frustrating. Probably actually the most frustrating thing about this piece. And it does not matter because, I think I got them basically. So, to continue on to the arms, yeah, these entire long things are the arms. What you'll do is you'll rotate them up here like this, and then start pulling the arms out on their posability. And what will happen with the arms is they will fold back in here like this. And because of these canards here, you have to have it angled a bit like this, and then rotate it like this, because again, the piece from the missile rack will get in the way. Start making the arm straighter, and this is pretty interesting what happens to the arm. You will rotate it forward and then slide it all the way forward. That way it has access to all these guns as well as the big guns over the shoulders. The same to the other side. And this is Gerwalk mode. It's big, it's bulky, and it's not all going to fit on camera. Oh yeah, one last thing I forgot is the ratchets like this are pretty soft, but that's because you need to extend the arms out like that, and that makes for a far stronger ratchet. And they're the Gerwalk mode shoulders. And those actually end up being pretty annoying because they don't quite feel they're as strong as they should be for how much load they're carrying. And let's back up and show off my nice review setup. Yeah, this is the Konig monster in Gerwalk mode, and this thing is a beast. Super heavy, super stable, only posable in the arms. The legs, you can do some stuff with the legs, but not too terribly much. Since again, it has to hold so much. In this mode, it has arms that can go forward and back at the shoulder, out before and after the shoulder. There's quite a bit of jointing in there. The arm can rotate like that, and you can rotate up and down at what essentially is the elbow. The legs, with the legs, well, they can rotate. This thing is so hard to keep on camera. I apologize, but something this magnificent, it's just bound to happen. The legs can go out like this, and they can rotate forward and back just barely. Then he has a knee joint here, a knee joint here, up in there, right there, and an ankle joint. That's more annoying than useful because it's hard to choose when it's used. And as far as problems, this is probably the most problematic of the modes, just because the leg section does not lock in very well. Like, I have my fingers under it, and I hold it, shake it, pretty solid. My fingers now not under it, and the legs start falling forward as part of transformation to the Batroid mode. And that's a bit of a problem because I feel that should be a bit more stable. I don't know how well that caught on camera, and the joint's not super loose, it's just there's enough diecast that it is a problem. Especially when now to transform this thing to Batroid mode, quite simple. Disconnect this, and then pull the whole waist section down. Wait, hold on. Okay, got it. Now I want you to notice is that I have extended the waist down, and that has exposed a little turret under here. What happened is that when you transform it from Batroid mode, you have to rotate the turret to the side, or else the gun on it will get caught under this piece. And that is pretty annoying. So to continue on to Batroid mode, after you pull this down, that will allow you to rotate the legs forward on this piece here. And you see this big clip? That's what's supposed to keep the legs from rotating forward in Gerwalk mode. And now, rotate the gun section back, and those holes here, that clip will go into them. Like that. And then start rotating it forward, and this clip here will clip in right there. Massive it is. This thing is 100 scale, and I could have and it's going to be so much more manageable. 120 is a bit too small, but it's hard to actually get a number. These knee pads up here will come down, and there's not really any down here. And I wish there were like a little tab. No, just there, chilling, hang out. And as you notice, this thing gets kind of back heavy because he's not hunched over. To compensate, rotate the heels down. And now this thing's getting even bigger. Next you will take the arms, rotate them around, and slide them back, and that will reveal the articulated hands. Each finger moves independently, although the it only bends down here, not at the forward joint, and the thumb can move a little bit. Do this on the other side. This thing's absolutely massive. It's a great piece, although. And let's see, this is most of the way to Metroid mode. All that's left is the head, which actually has a pretty interesting way of coming out. And the way it happens is this piece up here pulls up, which allows you to pull this up back here, and then the head will come up like that. I just went up from there, fold this down, then fold this down around the head, and then that's the head out, and it has a little head crest back here. And yeah, this thing is huge. Very impressive looking. And the arms have the same basic articulation they had before, and the legs, the same basic articulation they had before, except they have one extra joint. Now if you look at the legs, they have this outward joint from the transformation that can be used in Gerwalk, and that allows him to spread his legs out like that, and that's helpful a lot to make more natural looking poses that are very stable. And then this is a joint that I talked about it in Gerwalk mode, but I couldn't really show it off because everything was in the way just because of that mode. But now he has joints going around like this. And then there is the head, which is actually quite nice. And the head can look up, down, side to side. And I really like how it looks, although it does look a bit Gundamish, not quite so much like a Macross head. So yeah, this is the VB-6 Konig monster, and it is beast. Do I recommend it? Yes, I do. But it's not for everyone in that, for its price point, and for the sacrifices it makes so it can have size and truly be a monster, I don't think everyone will quite enjoy it. Now I think everyone who can appreciate just, oh my god, beautiful spaceship, shuttle, bomber craft, show accurate monster mode, and a beautiful Destroid slash Batroid slash whatever this is mode, and it's giant, I think collectors will really like this. But people who are just casual fans, not so much. And those are my thoughts. Thank you for watching.